Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And we're underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the midfielder Ryan Gravenberch is just very cultured, Peter.
Mbappe! It's wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Saliba. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Bruno Fernandes.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pedro Porro
Is having a shot!
He can get that clear. And now the breakaway.
Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one.
Mbappe driving on and making good progress.
Vietnam are looking to break at pace.
Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, he's done very well to take that back.
McKennie. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Xiao. Matheus Cunha. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Great chance!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's managed to get free. Crosses it in.
Gabriel gets it away. Oh, smash it! Oh, crossbar! And he's there to clear it. Oh, nice touch.
Lovely, now then.
Can he finish?
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's McKennie.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack. That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Pedro Porro. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberch is fouled.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Konate cuts it out. And it's Porro.
Pedro Porro charging forward down that flank. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Gravenberch. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
Çalhanoğlu Steaming on goalwards. Chooses to go back. Shapes to shoot! Same again, same outcome.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Vinicius Junior, and he's cut it out. Can he get it through?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a good run he's making there. Mbappe, well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Saliba gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. That's going to go a long way. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Shot. Tries a shot! It's there! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Vietnam leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Chalhanoglu aims beyond the defence. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he goes cross-field.
Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Chow did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. O'Reilly goes on a run down the left wing. And it's Chalhanoglu. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Vinicius Junior powering forward here. Being still separated by the game's only goal. He's looking wide.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gravenberg, that's a good ball out wide. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. The message is clear, none shall pass. He is through here. Now that looks a decent ball.
Pedro Porro.
Up he goes!
Deftly away. Hakimi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Chamuc Rizespor clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a promising position.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Calhanoglu. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Chamuc Rizespor really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Substitution on the field, number 19, Bruno Fernandes. Number 33, number 23, Pedro.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Number 11,
Picked out brilliantly.
Number 4, number
Swept
10,
in.
Trippier.
The keeper gets his hands on it. And now they can spring out of defence. Vietnam still ahead by the game's only goal. Trippier has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Vietnam can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Showing good feet. Great defending, strong and determined. Trippier did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that will be it. Vietnam have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved beat. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Haaland. Haaland has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance. He's gone for the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe goes steaming forward, looking for the run. Oh, super find. Oh, whistle's gone, now then! Vietnam have themselves a chance from the spot. The major moment in the game. And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps. Oh no, this does not look good! That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Passes short and sharp. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yildiz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Konate gets over and intercepts. Vietnam leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Knocks it into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Çalhanoğlu. Searching pass he's played there.
Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gravenberg. Mbappe. Yildiz. Haaland. Now it's Gravenberg. Oh, that's well spotted. Matías Cunha. Çalhanoğlu. Floated through. Haaland charging forward, the ball at his feet. Aims beyond the defence. He's looking wide. O'Reilly's cross. And that has been cleared. Mbappe. This looks promising.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Schlotterbeck. And it's Gravenberg. For Çalhanoğlu. And it's Porro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gravenberg. McKennie.
Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
O'Reilly. And now the breakaway. Mbappe chasing after it. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Haaland. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Hakimi. Now it's Haaland. He won't be happy with that one. And that is as far as they're going to go.
There will be 1 minute added
Çalhanoğlu.
time.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Haaland. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Vietnam go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shot at goal! McKennie. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here.
Howson is there and he can get that clear. Mbappe, Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Haaland, and the shot! Loose ball, oh, he's been caught napping! That has ended up in no man's land. DiMarco, looking tidy in possession here. Yildiz could move up a gear here. That ball looks a good one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He can get that clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Haaland. And it's Hakimi. 60 minutes played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitution on the field, number 11, Yildiz. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Bruno Fernandes. Substitution in progress.
Szoboszlai receives it in a good position here. And that's been drilled in. And that has sent him... And the shot! Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. And it's made its way to him. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Pretty robust defending.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Rizespor really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's having a shot! He's got a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
And they can counter here. Now it's Osimhen. Nicely spread. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance for a shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
Çalhanoğlu! Oh, he's hit the bar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Bruno Fernandes. Ball swung in. He rises! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
And here's Mbappe, and it's McKennie. Now it's Matheus Cunha, now it's Mbappe.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me...
Bruno Fernandes! Goal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Haaland.
He's gone for goal! Sensational from Haaland! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the score.
Takes a shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's played in. That's a decent clearance. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's very neat.
Flashes it across. And he's gone long.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Gravenberg.
There he goes, motoring forward.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Di Marco puts them all in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a cute ball. Saliba calmly anticipates. Oh, good spread. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe might just make this. Saliba. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
All driven toward... Climbs up big! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post!
McKennie is there, and he can pick it up. O'Reilly. O'Reilly's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Gravenberg.
That's good running with the ball. Mbappe!
DiMarco
Has it out wide and in space. That's good play. Gravenberg. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. And he's found a way past. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice physical challenge. Gravenberg with a definite foul there. Gravenberg. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in space and looking for options. Pings in across. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
2 added minutes.
He's gone
has been
looking for
indicated.
safety. That's the throw. Mbappe. This is promising. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Harmlessly behind. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Hello attendees,
Vietnam
this is
are
a
level
lost
pegging at
children's
half-time then,
announcement.
and it's a finely
Would the
balanced
father of
game.
a boy
1-1
in
the
a
score.
yellow T-shirt kindly make his way to the information centre.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Haaland. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Porro. Lovely feet. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Mbappe is eyeing up his options in the middle.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And he's there to clear it.
Vietnam clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Vietnam do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been...
He rises! And now they can clear their lines. So what can they make of this? And he stands tall, impenetrable. O'Reilly. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And they've got rid. And here's Haaland. And that's gone loose. McKennie. Haaland. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's really well manoeuvred. Driving on and making good progress. Looking for options for movement. There's the shot! It's a goal! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Mbappe. A heavy challenge.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just sit.
Chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's O'Reilly. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bruno Fernandes. Rice.
Çaykur Rizespor really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Saliba cuts it out. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's picked his way through. Thiaw did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Haaland. Oh, that's delightful. Chance!
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in...
Bruno Fernandes! And it's a goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, a breakthrough already.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hakimi. McKennie. And Gravenberch.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes.
Saliba. Passing nice and neat. Vietnam leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0. Trippier.
Thinks about the shot. Big chance!
Oh, this looks sharp.
McKennie. Now, can they get him away?
First quarter of an hour gone.
Vietnam are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it.
Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now, he's got space here.
And the counter is on.
Pass somewhat off target. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Mbappe. Nicely spread.
Mbappe!
He's picked his way through.
And he was alert to it.
And he's there to get it away. He's found a way through.
Gravenberch.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Haaland chasing after it. Vietnam do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boy...
Oh, they could be caught out here! Gravenberch.
And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's McKennie. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, and the danger is averted.
Mbappe
Might just make this. Matheus Cunha, distributed tidily. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? And he hits the net.
They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now that looks a decent ball. Konate gets across to intercept that. This looks promising. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gravenberg, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute
Gravenberg.
added time.
Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Today's winning lottery numbers.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. Pinches it off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Hakimi. Gravenberg spots it and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Vietnam get themselves into the lead. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Gravenberg. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Schlotterbeck. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Decent chance!
Oh, what has happened here?
Chance, surely!
Oh, it's hit the post! That's going to go a long way. McKennie. And it's Gravenberch. Now it's McKennie. Fires it in low.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is number
Great defending,
11,
strong and determined.
Substitution
So
taking
Jim, is that
place.
the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Gabriel gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Saliba tries to play it through. Swings it and he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ederson gets good distance on it. Heading backwards.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Delivered with big header! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Opts to play it back. And here's the chance to counter. Great vision. Hakimi. Brilliantly cut out.
Çaykur Rizespor really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Can he get on the end of this? Cleared without complication. There's the delivery. It's a mighty effort! He scores! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Vietnam could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Nice bit of trickery. And he's on his way! He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's going for goal! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
What a throw in. So that's it. It is all over. Vietnam can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
everybody,
a
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. O'Reilly is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Gravenberch. Now the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. No way through. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. Now the delivery. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi.
Oh, shooting chance! It's there! First blood drawn. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Chance! Haaland might just make this. And here's Haaland. Closing, great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's really well cleared. He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Xiao deals with that comfortably. Great run on the overlap here. O'Reilly's cross. Mendes clears it away. McKennie. Now it's Haaland. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Is there any... Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Big header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So their fourth corner of the game. Gabriel attempts a clearance. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Vietnam finding their passes. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's had a hit. Played in deep. Climbs up big. Vietnam are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Casemiro. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Vietnam have it back, and can go again. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Kvaratskhelia. That is a brilliant interception. Gravenberg. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. He's tried one!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
He's had it taken off him. Well read, nice interception. Vietnam are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Now, can they get him away?
Have beautifully policed that midfield.
Decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. Casemiro. Shot could be on. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's away. Crosses it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Vietnam have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They're up to 5 corners now. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, and he's there to get it away. Schlotterbeck. Now Pedro Porro. He's got away. That is lovely. Chance to deliver. Tries to get it clear. Takes a shot! Oh, another save. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Goes for a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means he's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's a lucky 7th corner. There's the shot! And again! Well, the corners keep on coming. This is their 8th of the game now. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's McKennie. And that has put paid to that. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Can he spark a counter here? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort. Sacramento really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Porro. Ball driven. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. DiMarco. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Casemiro. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gravenberg pinches it off him. Gravenberg was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe! Keeper's dealt with that. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Backward it goes. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Good ball, good take. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. And it's O'Reilly. Now it's Haaland. Stood up well to him there.
Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, beautiful. Shot at goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Well, they are up to their 9th corner of the game now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Shoots! Oh, taken with style! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's Haaland. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's the header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Haaland herring after the ball here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in...
Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that was very necessary.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Oh, what has happened here? Casemiro. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Climbs up big! just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And that has left him in a heap. This looks promising. Hoyland. Yildiz goes on a run down the left wing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedro Porro. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Çalhanoğlu. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. You've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Is there any chance? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the finish! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Terrific header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Haaland. He's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 4 coming up here. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He's under a lot of pressure there. And the shot! Superb from Yildiz! About as smooth as it gets. And that really is so impressive. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Yildiz. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without complication.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Haaland. He's had a shot! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give this...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
He rises!
Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Konate makes the interception. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker, Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone...
Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rangers with the corner, they're first. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Eze, looking to play him in. And it's Eze, aimed beyond the defence. Çalhanoğlu, played into space. Can he latch on to this? Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Bruno Fernandes. Nice interception, well timed. And he's heaved it away. And here's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. And that has been clubbed away. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Kimmich tries making a foray down the right. Timber. Can he get it through? Eze picks it up out wide. Looking for options for movement. Eze. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Howson tries to clear. Oh, that was vital. No way through. Now that looks a decent ball. So it is still 0-0. Van Dijk. Osimhen looks to get on the end of this.
Vietnam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Lovely feet. And it's Tchouaméni. Bruno Fernandes. Good ball, good take. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe, ready to try one. And this is a great chance to take a lead. Bruno Fernandes! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Mbappe. Timber. Tries to play it through. Eze. Eze cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Gravenberch. Haaland receives it in a good position here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Konate. Trippier is herring after that one.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Trippier. It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Trippier. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Gravenberch. Takes a shot! That's a half-decent try.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And here's Osimhen. Now, he's got space here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Mbappe. He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Rangers have their second corner now. They've played it short. That is lovely. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Osimhen, chance for a shot! Goal! Rangers! And it's Rangers who take the lead.
Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Rangers have decent chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Trippier. It's a good run down the right. He is through here. Cross to the back post. Cleared away. Great vision. Now it's Osimhen. Eze. Cute ball. Now how can he reach it? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Timber. Chouameni. He's gone for goal! Rangers have their third corner. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Great chance!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No way through, so back it comes. A lovely bit of skill. Timber.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eze gets into some space. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That has been cut short. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Haaland. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's in a great position here. He's cut it out. Sanchez gets it clear.
Substitution on the field, number 19, Bruno Fernandes.
O'Reilly.
Coming on the field
Showing
is
great feet there.
number 11, Udis. Substitution in progress.
Now there's a... and the finish! Engages and forces him off the ball. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. And Dijk getting this one clear. Dani Olmo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Yildiz. Knocks it into space. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely aimed pass. Well-timed, excellent interception. Little pass back. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 10, Trippier. Coming on the field, number 4, number 23, Pedro Porro. Substitutions taking place.
And it's been taken short. It's a good foot in there. Deftly away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the shot! Oh!
number 18.
Vietnam complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Now it's Danny Olmo.
Oh, shooting chance!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? We are into overtime. Oh, that's a key interception. The ball has bounced loose now. And again! It's a loose ball. This could be their final throw of the dice. All hands on deck for this one. Soboslai plays it short, opts to play it back. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. And he's picked it up out wide, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Chouameni. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Osimhen. He's had a shot! Goal! goal! Rangers! And it's Rangers who take the lead. And that really is so impressive. So, a breakthrough already. Gravenberg. Bruno Fernandes! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Timber gets good distance on it. Howson. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Oh, such a clever touch. So much time and space here. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Vitinha. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Osimhen gets into a good position. And he's taking no chances there.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's having a shot! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Mbappe with a real chance here. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Bruno Fernandes! Gets the shot away! And that should get the job done. Vitinha. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Kimmich knocks it into space. Gets a good foot in there. Vitinha, a probing pass. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Timber. Chouameni. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Kimmich. He's having a go! And that is a truly outstanding save.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And he has been fouled there. There's a quick free kick. Look at the space here. Flashes it across. Konate tries to clear. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. He's found some space.
Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Showing good feet. Oh no, what has happened here? Bruno Fernandes.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shifted it to the flank. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. It's a searching pass. And he's cut it out. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Gravenberg. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Timber. Now Howson. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Osimhen has created one goal already. Tries to play it through. Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. Oh, nice touch. He has a look up. Can he get it through? And here's... Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Rangers have their second corner now. Oh, this looks sharp. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. And it's Porro. Oh, sweet feet. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Bruno Fernandes. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's an imaginative pass. Pass somewhat off target. O'Reilly. Oh, that's neat. Bruno Fernandes. Shapes to shoot! No, not quite.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Gravenberg looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Bruno Fernandes. Coming on to replace him is number 11, Udis. Substitutions taking place.
Cleared without hesitation. Pedro Porro receives it in a wide position. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Looking to play him in. And it's Gravenberg. Vitinha. Oh, that's superb. Driving through the middle. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He is just caressing the ball. Gravenberg tries to pass it through. Big chance! A counter-attack chance now for Rangers. Gravenberg has given away a free kick. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Haaland powering forward here. Vitinha. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe with 2 goals already to his name. And it's Vitinha. Now he's off and running.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, they've got it again. And he's had a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Kimmich. Bruno Fernandes. Pulisic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vitinha charging forward, the ball at his feet. Shot could be on. And claimed it back swiftly. He's in a great position here.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Mbappe. That's a little off target. Vitinha. And the referee brings it to a close. Vietnam suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
And we come to
So,
you
Jim,
now
how
with
do you
a quick
reflect on
request
what we've
for
seen?
support
Well, look,
for
it was
our
very
World Charity
one-sided.
Fund.
Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. Timber goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Mbappe. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. And here's Mbappe, played out to the right, and he rises! That's really well cleared. Lovely bit of skill. Bruno Fernandes received, and the finish! That's another chance! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So, a breakthrough already. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! Howson gets good distance on it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Oh, that is asking for chance for a shot! He scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. He came in hard, very hard.
Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. He's found the way through. Calhanoglu. And here's Mbappe. Haaland driving forwards. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's worked it through. And he's managed to get free. Lovely feet. Bruno Fernandes. That's good play. Chouameni. And here's Osimhen. Chance, surely!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nice control. And it's Chouameni. now they can spring out of defence. Timber is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. It's a promising position, well read, and the danger is averted.
Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away.
A case now of complete control. Chouameni. That's Eze. That's tidy. Oh, this is a great position.
Big chance! And yes, it's there! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Rangers give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Vietnam are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Vietnam are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well, that looks a decent ball. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ah, he's given it a...
Osimhen!
Oh, that was no routine save.
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Stood up well to him there. Nice, ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Can he finish? It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Pedro Porro tries to pass it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pressing high and with purpose. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number 11, Udis.
Haaland
Substitution
under
in progress.
intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And he's cut it out. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking to play him in. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Can he get it through? Great chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. Kimmich with the short one.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Olmo. Now that pass has been well intercepted. Takes a shot! He has done it! Do not write them off! Back they come! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Substitutions taking place.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
This chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's making progress on the ball. He's got away. Now this could be a chance.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Corner number 2 then. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rangers are looking to go forward now. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Kimmich, and here's Haaland. That has been cut short. He might have to go it alone here. And here's Pulisic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Haaland, he has found the way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Yildiz has it in a wide position. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
4 extra minutes added on. That pass isn't the best. And it's Porro. It's a good run down the right. Oh, that's neat. And he gets big! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Vietnam take... And the referee brings it to a close. Vietnam pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Eze. Aimed beyond the defence.
That is a brilliant interception.
Now it's Haaland.
Nicely weighted ball.
Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper's dealt with that.
And it's Chouameni.
And he's had a hit. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Tchouaméni just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
And here's Haaland. O'Reilly gets into some space. Out for a throw. Howson with the clearance. Oh, that's clever. Marmouche is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, that's been intercepted. Vitinha driving through the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Haaland really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. Engages and forces him off the ball. Great pressure, plenty of it. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Mbappe is standing over this one. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Vitinha! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Look at the space here. Mbappe is flagged offside. Now it's Haaland. That's a good ball out wide. This looks promising. And that's played in low. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Howson cuts out the pass. Looking for options for movement. That's a nicely shaped ball. Takes a shot! That's another chance! Oh, what has... And another try! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looks to the other side. Oh, important interception. Haaland chasing after it. Bruno Fernandes looking to get on the end of this. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. And here's Marmouche. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's cut it out. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And it's lofted through here. Well, that's well spotted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Added time.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Would the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away?
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Vietnam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rangers look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time.
Great chance! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Rangers have their second corner now. Now it's Chouameni. Eze. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Picks out brilliant. And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Chouameni. And here's Marmoush. Looking for the run. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Chouameni. Timber stood his ground strongly. And he's in on goal. He's having a go. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, no circumventing this opponent. Kimmich. And the pass is intercepted. Searching pass he's played there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury.
Can he finish? It's in! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. Rangers really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pulisic. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 23, Pedro Porro. Number 17, Vitinha. Number 38.
And the shot! It's hit the upright.
Number 4.
Goal at his mercy,
10,
and somehow
Trippier.
he's missed it.
That
Number
could yet
22,
prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be
Number
wasted.
25, Caicedo. Substitution.
Played into space. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. It's a very... Oh no, what has happened here? Haaland gets flagged offside. And he's had it nicked away. Now, can they get him away? In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Howson with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Howson has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Konate. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's no flag!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bruno Fernandes receives it. Shot at goal! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That has ended up in no man's land. And that is that. Vietnam played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
And a quick reminder
Your
today,
reflections then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
And the shot! He scored!
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Eze. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Eze, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberg tries making a foray down the right. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Gravenberg with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Tries a measured ball. Tries to get it clear. And that's been won straight back. And it's made its way...
Mbappe! It's there!
once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Rangers grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe! It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. He's had a shot! It's in! And again they hit the front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam go into the lead. And the counter is on. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Oh, he's got a chance to shoot. It's bounced back off the post. It's a quick ball upfield. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Driving through the middle. And a chance! Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bruno Fernandes is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bruno Fernandes. Played into space. Now it's Mbappe. And he's onside. Rangers have their second corner now. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vietnam looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Eze. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Not the most accurate pass. Bruno Fernandes. Half-time getting close now. Oh, that's fabulous. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Trippier. Mbappe shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's good play. It's Chamuc! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Very nicely done. Gravenberg proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Chamuc. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Mbappe! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Bruno Fernandes to Calhanoglu. Gravenberg. Gets a good foot in there. Eze. Good, strong midfield running here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Bruno Fernandes, who does have an assist to his name, knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Osimhen.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Chamuc goes short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. He's having a go! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Rangers really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Brilliantly cut out. Gravenberg.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's clever. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Osimhen. He's a sharp little ball here.
Osimhen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That is lovely. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 38. Krobenbach. Coming on the field. Number 11.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Number 25.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's tidy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, strongly challenged there. Yildiz. Haaland.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Oh, this is a terrific run. That's a lovely, neat pass. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Gaia. Now can he find a finish? And the shot! Desperate defending required here. Szoboszlai with the short one. Opts to play it back. Shot a goal!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Vietnam close now to seeing this one through to the end. And they can counter here. Trippier. Mbappe receives him in a wide position. 2 minutes to be added on. Caicedo. Oh, it's come loose. It's a really well-measured ball. Nice control. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all